One of the best things about being a crypto user is free money. Yeah, you heard that right, free money. Imagine just using an application a few times and waking up to thousands of dollars in your crypto wallet in rewards for basically no effort. Well, that's exactly what happens in crypto airdrops. I've been the recipient of many crypto airdrops to the tune of $10,000 or more. I've talked about a lot of them on my channel before they've happened. And another major crypto airdrop happened this week with the Arbitrum platform. I've been talking about this for a long time. And if you were in position for that, then you were handsomely rewarded if you did exactly what I said. But if you missed out, unfortunately, it's too late to get in on the Arbitrum airdrop. But in this video, I want to talk about one of the next biggest candidates, one of the most obvious candidates that's probably going to do an airdrop in the future, and what you need to do to get in position for this. I'm going to talk about all this as a blockchain developer myself who works this technology on a daily basis. So if you're new around here, hey, I'm Gregory, and this channel I turn you into a blockchain master. So if that's something that you're interested in, then smash that like button down below for the YouTube algorithm and subscribe to this channel. And if you want to become a blockchain master step-by-step start to finish, then head on over to dappuniversity.com/bootcamp to get started today. All right, so let's jump into this. Let's talk about one of the next big candidates for a crypto airdrop and how you can get some free money in this video. So real quick recap on how crypto airdrops work. Basically this is a modern way for projects to distribute cryptocurrency. So what they do is they create applications or platforms and put them out there. And they don't have a crypto yet, but then they have a bunch of people become users of these applications, early adopters, okay? And then they retroactively reward these early adopters with airdrops, so free cryptocurrencies. Whenever they launch their token, they just distribute it to the wallets of people based on their activity, and that's how you can get free money. So you can go check your eligibility for this Arbitrum airdrop that I was talking about a minute ago. You got the Arbitrum.Foundation website, just click on check availability. I just got a burner wallet pulled up here. But if you have a wallet, okay, that actually did become eligible based on different criteria, you'll see this and you can claim the rewards as soon as they're live. They're probably live by the time this video goes out. But again, if you missed out on the Arbitrum airdrop, unfortunately, it's too late to get those. You can't bridge your funds over to Arbitrum and start using it in hopes to get those tokens. They've already taken the snapshot for the airdrop recipients, as far as I understand. So what can you do instead? Well, you can basically start applying the exact same strategy to other projects who have not airdropped a token yet. And I'm explaining probably one of the top candidates in this video and how you can do that. So let's kind of unpack this a little bit. If you go to a website like l2beat.com, you can see different layer 2 scaling solutions for Ethereum. So first of all, what is a layer 2? Well, people complain about Ethereum being too slow and too expensive to use for most users, especially in times of peak network activity. And so Ethereum's long-term strategy for scaling is to create something called a layer 2 scaling environment, where essentially you create something that works kind of like a blockchain, but it's not exactly a blockchain, where you can connect your wallet and do transactions. But then that layer 2 piggybacks off of layer 1 Ethereum, okay? And how it's different is basically it's dependent upon Ethereum, and you pay the transaction fees, the gas fees, in Ether itself. So it's the same cryptocurrency that you would pay on Ethereum, not some brand new token. And so that's exactly what Arbitrum is, okay? So the whole idea here was that Arbitrum, if you bridged your funds over to Arbitrum and did a bunch of transactions and used multiple applications, then that would essentially show that you were an active user of the platform. And now that they have this Arbitrum token that's there for, to be a governance token for the ecosystem, that they'll just give you some of those because you were an early adopter of this technology. And that's how many people have made, thousands of dollars, not tens of thousands of dollars, just for doing this. And again, if you were watching my videos when I talked about this, you would have gotten these rewards. So the next best thing is to look at other applications that don't have a token yet or other platforms to see who might be next. So again, Arbitrum was following the Optimism playbook. Optimism is another layer 2 scaling solution that airdropped a token, earlier this year. So Optimism did it. We speculated on Arbitrum. It was like, hey, if it doesn't have a token yet, it's probably going to have a token. So basically do the exact same thing. We were right on that one. You got an airdrop for Arbitrum. So if you follow that logic, if we look at other layer 2s on this sheet here at l2b.com and see who has a lot of network activity already, but does not have a token yet, and who has a lot of promise for the future. Well, that's going to bring us to ZK Sync. Okay, so what is ZK Sync? Well, it's another layer 2 scaling solution that uses zero-knowledge cryptography. There's ZK rollups as opposed to optimistic rollups. That's what Arbitrum and Optimism are. And ZK Sync has been, a leader in this space for quite some time because the long-term vision of Ethereum scaling is zero-knowledge-based rollups, and they're going straight for the throat to create a solution like that. And the nice thing about ZK Sync is that in the past, their documentation has had an FAQ on it that basically just straight up says, hey, is ZK Sync going to have a token, right? And it just says short answer, yes. It doesn't give you the details on how it's going to be distributed, or, when that's going to happen. But if you can sort of just read between the lines, it's probably going to be an airdrop just like these other layer 2s. And you're probably going to follow a very similar set of criteria, in order to be eligible for that. Now, I've talked about ZK Sync quite a bit on this channel over the years, okay? And have talked about it being, a big candidate for early airdrops. But if you haven't, participated in this yet, like, time is ticking, and you have to ask yourself, were you eligible for the Arbitrum airdrop? Did you listen then? Are you going to listen now and actually prepare yourself for this so that you don't miss the opportunity? Because I've been saying this for a long time, but it's not just me, all right? You can actually look at the data on chain to see what other people are doing. And this past week alone, crypto users are bidding millions of dollars to the ZK Sync ecosystem in hopes of a token airdrop, okay? And this has caused ZK Sync address to jump over 5 times in the past week, okay? So you can just follow the money and see what other people are doing because, they're thinking the exact same thing as me. All right, so if you want to actually get the step-by-step on how to do this, then let me tell you what to do here. So first of all, you have to understand the risk associated with this. You want to do this with a small amount of money, okay? Do not use any money that you cannot afford to lose. None of this is financial advice. If you're just asking how to do this, I'll tell you right now, okay? So definitely do not, do any more than you can afford to lose because there's always risk when you're using bridges, all that type of stuff, okay? So basically, if you go to zksync.io, that's the website for ZK Sync. If you go to this network tab, you can see a bridge here. So what is a bridge? A bridge is a thing that connects 2 blockchains together in a decentralized way, or layer 2 scaling solutions. I'm calling a layer 2 scaling solution basically like a blockchain. It kind of works the same interface. You connect your MetaMask to it. You use crypto on it, all that type of stuff. So click on the bridge, and basically you have to have funds on one blockchain that you're coming from and then going to, which in the destination is going to be ZK Sync. The origin is going to be whatever blockchain you're coming from. I recommend just going from Ethereum as the easiest way to do it. Okay, so have some funds on Ethereum, and then connect your MetaMask wallet to it and bridge from Ethereum to ZK Sync. So you can just see that here. I'd recommend probably using the ZK Era mainnet. Okay, there's different environments. You can use Era, or you can use the original ZK Sync, which is now called ZK Sync Lite. And then bridge your funds over there and then start making transactions. So you can essentially be doing several types of transactions. You can be sending cryptocurrency to other wallets that you own inside the space, okay? Because the good news is you can use the same MetaMask accounts on those networks. If they're Ethereum compatible, they're going to work on that as well. But the other thing is starting to use applications on the network, okay? And so you can look at different apps on the ZK Sync ecosystem. A lot of the same apps that you see on Ethereum or other blockchain, EVM compatible blockchains are going to exist on ZK Sync as well. You can use a website like DeFi Llama to see all the main dApps out there. And then you can see which environments are actually deployed upon, and you can sort of confirm that here on the ZK Sync website that shows the ecosystem, okay? So this can basically look like using DEXs. Like you could simply find a DEX like Uniswap that's deployed to ZK Sync, and you could just start doing some trades. Maybe SushiSwap, right? Just go from Ethereum to USDC, or you can just swap stable coins around if you didn't want to like chop up the balance, right? You can go from 2 different stable coins back and forth, okay, to get some activity. You can do some borrowing and some lending, all right? The whole idea is just become active on the network. And also, like, if you use it and get value out of it, don't just try to game the system, right? Like, see what's actually value in the technology that you can become an end user of, and that's what's going to make you more likely to get, some good airdrops too. Now, one thing you can also do is look at the airdrop requirements of some of the past airdrops, because a lot of those rules are likely going to be implemented in the future on these airdrops. Now, again, I don't have any secret insight into when the ZK Sync airdrop is going to happen or how it's going to work or what the eligibility criteria is. I'm just feeling it, reading between the lines here. So if you look at like the Arbitrum Foundation, you can see their criteria. Did you bridge to Arbitrum? So, okay. Did you bridge funds to Arbitrum 1 or Arbitrum Nova? Those are 2 environments. So if you apply it to ZK Sync, it's like, did you bridge to ZK Sync Lite? Did you bridge to Era, right? So you can apply those same criteria. Transactions over time. You conducted transactions during 2 distinct months, 6 distinct months, 9 distinct months. You probably don't have that much time for this, but you might be able to do 2 distinct months, right? So if you did now, let's say it doesn't happen until, early summer, then you could get 2 distinct months in, okay? So frequency interaction. 4 transactions or 4 smart contracts, 10 transactions or 10 smart contracts. So you can see all this stuff that they do to increase your airdrop amount, of course, transaction value. I wouldn't recommend unless you're, really a high roller, transacting $250,000 on the network, okay? But you don't have to meet all these criteria. It's just that you get more tokens based upon all these things that you participate in, and you can use some of these other rules to see what might also apply to this future airdrop and how you can increase the amount of tokens you can get for doing this. And so that's basically an overview. You just connect your wallet, you bridge funds over, you start using the applications, you start, moving funds around between different wallets on the ecosystem, and that's going to increase the likelihood that you're going to get that airdrop. Now, a lot of this is time intensive, so that if you want a bonus, all right, if you want a bonus to follow up on this video and you're a developer or you want to get your hands dirty and become a developer, you can go to my YouTube homepage and find the free blockchain development courses playlist. On there, there's a video that shows you how to create an airdrop hunter where you can actually automate all this stuff with code. That's one of the best things about being a developer is that you have open access to this blockchain financial ecosystem that you can code apps that, can make you money. And one of them is an airdrop hunter, okay? Where you can essentially start doing these transactions and automate this process so you don't have to sit there and grind through this entire thing. So I'm going to check that video as a bonus. So hope you like this video. As always, smash that like button down below. Subscribe to this channel if you haven't already. That really helps this videos out so I can learn about blockchain. And if you like this video and you're like, hey, I'm sold, I want to go all in, become a blockchain developer, I definitely recommend checking out that airdrop hunter video that I talked about. You can see lots of other free courses just like that when they're going to teach you the basics of blockchain development on my YouTube homepage. But if you want to do the next step, or hey, maybe you want to take a master shortcut entirely, I should become a real world blockchain master, how to break into the blockchain industry, increase your salary well past 100K over at dappuniversity.com/bootcamp. You guys be an expert to get started today. I've helped people with zero coding experience become real world blockchain developers in a matter of months. So that's all I've got. Until next time, thanks for watching Dapp University.